guys, welcome back to the RC story. My name is Ammo. Guys, in this video, we're going to be unboxing something I didn't want to buy. Guys, no other than the Traxxas X Maxx. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, why did you buy something you didn't want to buy? Now, right guys, I'm not a supporter of any brands of RCs, and like I said, I'm not sponsored, etc. either. So with me, you just get an honest review, and if I don't like something, I don't like it. So I just be black and white. Now, a lot of you are probably going to say, what the hell are you on about? So guys, the Traxxas X Maxx, for me, was a vehicle I didn't want to buy. And you're probably thinking, why not? So I'll explain my reason. So here in the UK, a Traxxas X Maxx will cost you roughly about £1,080, just shy of £1,100. Now that's a lot of money. However, for the same type of money, you can buy yourself something like a Kraton 8S, Outcast 8S, EXB, RTR, etc. Now, when you take the shells off both of them and you compare them side by side, I like value for money. I want to get best bang for bucks. Now, when you look at the materials used, this thing's made out of plastic. Right, so it looks like a plastic box up against something that's been CNC'd out of metal. Now, you're all aware, you're all clever enough, metal is worth more than plastic. What are you going to go for? Automatically, your brain thinks value for money, metal. Now, looking at it from that perspective, I've never wanted an X Maxx. Now, I can't say they're bad trucks, and I can't say they're good trucks. That's my opinion. Some of you guys are probably thinking, Ammo, you're absolutely crazy. I'm completely wrong. The X Maxx is the best truck out there. Others will probably say it's the worst truck out there. Guys, I don't know. And that's the honest truth. And it'd be wrong of me to turn around and say the X Maxx ain't that great, and something like the Kraton or the Outcast, etc., or something equivalent is better than this. How can I say that if I ain't driven one? So, like I said from the start, this channel is about being honest, black and white, and I thought I owe this to you guys. So for that reason, guys, I bought an X Maxx. I'm going to unbox it, and we're both going to have a look at it together. Now, I know some of you guys are probably turning around and going to say, well, Ammo, it's plastic, it flexes. So when you bash it, and you hit a jump and you do a bad landing, it's very forgiving. I completely get that. However, in the UK, it's absolutely freezing all the time. And plastic's very brittle. I jump and this snaps. I've just put my truck out of action. However, like I said, I'm not going to be negative about this. I'm going to be neutral. I'm not a fanboy. A lot of you guys out there probably think, oh, Ammo, you got loads of armors. Guys, like, once again, I'm not an armor fanboy. Over here, I don't know if you can probably see it on the camera, I've got a FSR Model GT. If I was an armor fanboy, I'd be sitting here with a felony or an infraction. Why haven't I got an felony or an infraction? Because value for money, the Model GT is a better car. Now, the felony, you guys all know, the rear wheels are bigger than the front. If you want to change a set of wheels on there, you got to change the diff. So that's bonkers. Don't get me wrong, infraction, great platform. However, on the chassis, when you start really getting to some high speeds, it's basically got open gaps on the side. Air gets under it, it lifts the car up, you either lose control or it flips, etc. Now, this, obviously, the chassis extends right to the end of the body. And the rear end is wider. So, in my eyes, and being open and black and white, that's best bang for bucks for me. I'm saving myself £200 to £300. It's as fast, if not can be quicker, and it's more aerodynamic. So once again, guys, I'm not a fanboy. I do not follow trends, and I go for what's best bang for buck. So guys, I'm going to go through the box with this and show you the box, all the box art, and then I'm going to open it up. Guys, can you guess which model we've purchased? Comment below.
I will say I love the fact
that they've got a huge print of the vehicle across the whole of the box, which is pretty cool, to be fair. The box is absolutely massive. Don't get me wrong, it's not the biggest box we've unboxed, but it certainly is big. What colour have we got? Is it the green? Is it the red? So on the box, guys, it says it's capable of 50 miles an hour. That will be impressive if we can get them sort of speeds, won't it? Just going through the techno babble here, guys. You guys will probably already know this. Well, these are been out for a while. But one thing I will say, by looking at the box, one thing I'm actually interested in using is the self-righting system. That's going to be pretty cool. It's got waterproof electronics, etc. Aluminum shocks. But that, I don't know. I'm not very convinced about that. But let's unbox it and let's check it out. So guys, I've cut this tape open. Let's unbox this. Let's see if this thing can surprise us, eh? Alright, put the box out of the way. Nicely packed, to be fair. Controller. Right, guys, I'm going to remove all this stuff. We've got a pack here. I think what I'm going to do is remove all of this, get all this cardboard out of the way, and then we'll go through the car. So guys, I've got rid of all the cardboard, etc. I have cut the zip ties off the bottom of this, and I've just opened this and opened this. So let's just go through this together. So you've got a TQ controller, top qualifier, almost like top quality, eh? So the controller itself, first impressions, the plastic feels quite nice. The top's quite big and heavy on it. In terms of the size, I can't really get to the wheel with my thumb, so you have to use two hands, unfortunately. The steering feels quite nice and the foam grip on this quite nice. It's just a shame, Traxxas, if you could move this slightly further back, it'd be great. The trigger feels okay. Yeah, feels nice. In terms of bits and bobs on here, you've got your steering trim, and then you've got a multi-function toggle switch here. So I'm guessing it's an adjuster for something. Like I say, it's my first Traxxas, so bear with me, guys. You've got your menu button and a set button at the top, and you've got your on and off power button at the back here. That feels a bit cheap. Other than that, it's quite nice. I like the fact that the base is quite slim. When you pop this open at the bottom, 4 AA batteries, which is quite handy. I don't know if you can put no, it doesn't look like you can put your own LiPo battery in there, etc. But yeah, that's the controller, guys. In here you also get, I've literally just ripped all this open for you guys. You get a toolkit. And in the toolkit you will get your hex bolt remover for your wheels. They're not really hexes, they're more like some sort of weird stars. It's not something I've seen before, something I'm not familiar with, but you get that. You get this really cool Allen key. Now that would be good for, say argument's sake, you've got a recess where there's a hole and there's an Allen key bolt in there, and you're up against something and you need leverage. That's pretty handy to have, eh? And also, if you need leverage that way, yeah, it's pretty cool. And you get 2 more Allen keys in there as well, but they're just your standard sort of Allen keys. What else do we get in here? Bear with me. these weird plastic things. It's my first Traxxas, so just bear with me, guys. I think they might be some sort of battery spacers or something like that, but you get them. Comment below, tell me what they are. Like I said, it's my first Traxxas. I need to read the manuals to see what all these bits do. And some more foams here with some sticky back tape on them. I'm guessing these are battery spacers. And a rubber mount. It's got to be. What else do we get? A high-speed pinion gear. I'm guessing it's high-speed pinion gear. But yeah, it's a metal pinion gear. You get that. You get a warranty booklet. So what do I do if your Traxxas... Well, what to do... Sorry, my apologies. What to do if your Traxxas model breaks. Traxxas service and support guide. So it's a full support guide here, which is quite handy. I've not really seen this from many manufacturers, to be fair. A full support guide. In there, you have, argument's sake, exploded diagrams, guys. The exploded diagrams for each and individual part with part numbers registered across it, telling you what the parts are. I think that's really, really handy. Unfortunately, this telephone number will not work from here, which is 1888 Traxxas. We're in the UK, but yeah, it's quite handy for the US market, I guess. Exploded diagram of the chassis assembly and the rear assembly. You guys can pause that if you want to look at that in detail, but it's really, really handy to have that. I'm quite impressed there. Same again, how it shows you how the car splits into three. So you got your front end, center, and rear end, etc. So it tells you how to take the car apart if you wanted to for any reason. And once again, it tells you part numbers, which is really good. It's also got prices in here. So guys, in here, it's listed with different controllers, etc., or different parts. And then it's got pricing in there. I don't know if Traxxas keep the same pricing. Do they adjust pricing? If they adjust pricing, that's pointless. But if they don't, that's pretty cool. And then you've also got a form that you can fill out. So Traxxas lifetime electronic warranty. You can turn around, put all your details in here. Card numbers, etc. This is credit card details. If you're going to order something, that's through post, I guess. Unless they want you to scan that and fax that to them. Everything's done over emails now, guys. Come on. Quite impressed with that, apart from that last little bit. You've got some Traxxas decals there. Oh, look, they give you a postcard. No, it's not a postcard, guys. This is a warranty registration form. You obviously put your warranty details on there, and you can send that off to Traxxas. They give you a leaflet showing you auto battery identification for the Easy Peak Life Dual. So different sort of chargers that you can get. Nickel metal hydrate batteries, LiPo batteries, and so forth on there. It also shows you an app that you can use as well with this charger, which is quite cool. Bit of marketing material, I guess. And then also you have, this is the quick start guide. Quite thick for a quick start guide. You do have a QR code. If you want to go online and just look at it and download it online, you can do. Alternatively, you can flick through the book, which is quite handy to have. So it just tells you your safety precautions in there. Nothing special. It's got it in multiple languages, which is great. Some nice colourful pictures, to be fair. Not that that really matters to us RC heads out there. But yeah, some colourful pictures in there with your do's and don'ts, etc., which is quite handy to have. Shows you what bits and bobs are. Once again, shows you how to connect the battery and what your controller does. All in colour. Guys, if you do want to see this, just pause the screen. If not, we'll go through it. One thing I'm really interested in on this is the self-writing system. I did mention that on the box. It's not something I've had before. It'd be interesting to see if it actually works, eh? Who knows? What else is in here? just loads of techno babble, nothing special. But yeah, I like the manual itself, to be fair. Not a lot of companies give you exploded diagrams with part numbers and so forth. Right guys, I'm going to shift all this over. I'm going to bring the truck in front and we'll crack on getting into this. So guys, the bit we've all been waiting for, you, I, all of us, is getting into this. Now the colour we went for, guys, was the rack and roll. And the reason we went for the rack and roll colour was, ideally I wanted green. Just because I like, don't get me wrong, it's not my favourite colour, but I like the look of the X Maxx in lime green. I thought it looks really cool. However, if you have a look behind me, I've got a lime green or yellow Mojave. Same again with the Gorgon. Same again with the Lossy Pro Moto. Same again with the Cretin. Same again here down on this side, the Mavic Quantum RX, and the list goes on. There's loads of lime green, yellow cars at the minute. So I thought I want to be a bit different, and I went for the rack and roll colour, guys. Without further ado, I'm going to take this cover off and let's see the X Maxx in its true flesh. I don't know whether I'm excited or not, to be fair. I'm excited, but at the same time, have I made the right decision, or have I just wasted a lot of money? But I guess you won't know until you try it, eh? I got to be neutral, guys. I got to be neutral. A lot of plastic. There's a lot of plastic on here. Just trying to justify value for money. From the outside, just looking into it, it looks like there's no value for money, personally. However, like I said, I need to take this thing out. I need to get it on the road. And I really need to see what it's about. In order to appreciate it, I guess, and only then I can make my mind up whether this is a good truck or not. Loads of people swear by these, so yeah, I've got to stay neutral. In terms of your steering rods, they're plastic. They're not adjustable, just completely plastic. Upper and lower wishbones, plastic, which is expected. Front bulkhead, plastic. Rear bulkhead, plastic. Nice anodized shocks, oil filled, which are adjustable. However, the tops of the suspension are plastic. The bottom of the suspension is plastic. Front bumper, plastic. Rear bumper, plastic. The wheels for the wheelie bar, plastic. One thing I do like about the Outcast 8S EXP RTR, the rear wheelie bar, the wheels on there are actually rubber tyres. I do like that touch. Well, these are plastic. They have got ball bearings in them, metal ball bearings, which is nice, but they are plastic. It's very flexible, but it seems very thin. Just thinking about it, this takes a jump and lands wrong and hits that. It looks like the whole rear end's going to snap off. But I got to be neutral. This might be really, really flexible. Might be why it is what it is. It might be really flexible and it just bends back into place, which is great. But there are a few positive things about this truck, and I will touch base with them shortly. So I'll bring the camera in, guys, and let you guys see this firsthand. I know a lot of you guys have probably seen this, but there's some of you out there that haven't seen the X Maxx, and you're probably thinking, Ammo, what the hell are you going on about? Plastic, plastic, plastic. So I'm trying to be fair. I'll bring the camera in and show you guys. So guys, you can probably understand what I mean by plastic. So that's the rear bulkhead, top of suspension. The rear wheelie bar mechanism is quite thin, but it's probably flexible, to be fair, which might be a bonus. You have got some metal ball bearings in there, but their wheels are plastic. One thing I do like here, like I said, credit due where credit's due, are these to encase your batteries. Now I think Armour need to learn a lesson from these guys, from Traxxas, is to make your battery compartment like this, where you can store your battery. You can space it out with the relevant spaces provided, and clip that back into place. Now that I'm happy with, and I'll say that's a real nice touch. Obviously you can put your two 4S batteries, one there and one there, to make it 8S. Just have a look through here. So that's your motor fan, and your motor's got a heatsink on it just there, you can probably catch it. Your Traxxas ESE, the VLX 8S. And your servo is, I think it's down here somewhere. I'll have a quick look. Well, there's your servo horn. Guessing your receiver's in the receiver box. But I thought they would have at least put some turnbuckles or something on here, just to adjust the steering. But no, it's plastic. Once again, I'm guessing you can get upgrades for these, and then probably get upgrades for the mounts and so forth. But yeah, a lot of plastic. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm going to have to give it a try. So guys, underneath the truck itself, the chassis itself, once again, it's all composite plastic. You can see the wheelie bar. You can actually see where it splits in three. So you've got your rear end and your front end, and then you've got your center section. I'm guessing these are quite easy to work on in that respect. My only worry with this truck is you go take a jump and you land wrong and it splits there. You got to replace that whole front end, or same with the rear. That's my only worry. And it's very expensive for what it is in that respect. So the tires on the trucks, guys, are 8.0 by 4.0. They seem quite decent in terms of grip. They look pretty cool. I'm guessing they can handle all different types of terrain. You can get different tires for these, should you want to change them. But yeah, overall, guys, I knew the plastic, so I'm not disappointed in that respect, because I know what I was getting myself into. But other than that, there are a few positive things which I'm going to touch base on now. So guys, the positives. Right, I already told you one, which was the battery tray. Really, really good design, and I think other manufacturers should incorporate stuff like this in. So like I said, being completely honest, another thing that I really like about this particular truck, or should I say from what I've seen so far, is the price for parts. They're so cheap. I looked, I think it was the front bulkhead, and it was like £12.50 or £13 or something. A chassis, under 30 quid. So under £30, £25 or whatever it is for a chassis. Bargain. But then again, when you look at the flip side of it, what does that go to tell you? Is this truck really worth the money that I paid for it? But then again, then you think to yourself, is it a case of you pay that much, but your rest of the bills are going to be cheap in comparison to something like a Kraton, where everything's expensive? I don't know. Once again, guys, I'm going to have to just test this piece and check it out, I guess. Right. Let's get into taking this off and have a look at the shell itself. Now that's a nice shell. Like I said, in the rack and roll colours. Really, really cool. Inside it's backed with white, and it does have a roll cage sitting in the back, which comes out over here and then joins back in here, which is quite nice. The actual clipless body, this clips into the front bulkhead, and then you've got, I'll show you guys, this rear mechanism here, that clips into the back, and you've literally just got to twist it and clip it on, which is quite nice. So I'm guessing it's something. Like this. There you go. There you go, clicked on. Guys, can you notice something what I've just done? I've put the body on the wrong way round. Oh guys, so you can actually run the body back to front. Oh my God, what am I like? It's this way round. Oh my God. On the plus side, guys, at least we know body actually goes the other way round as well. There you go, guys. Body all clipped on. Looks really nice. In terms of the actual truck itself, like I said, yeah, the chassis is a chassis. We're going to have to check that out. I'm not going to dwell on that anymore. But in terms of the truck, it looks quite smart. I do like these side bars it's got on here. But you can see just there, that's a cool touch. It holds the body in a bit. And over on the front, the bumper actually covers the shell, which is quite cool. I like that. And over on the rear, you've actually got a rear plastic bumper that covers the shell as well. I like that. I also like the fact that they've got some plastic, hard plastic going over the shell there to protect it a little. I think they could have put some roof rails on here or something, but I'm sure you can get additional extras to do that. But yeah, in terms of suspension, guys, like I said, I've not messed around with this. It's brand new out of the box. We'll have to check it out and see what it's like. It doesn't bottom out. It's quite, in terms of weight, I think it's not far off the Outcast. It is slightly lighter, but it's heavier than you think, bearing in mind it's all plastic. But guys, our new X-MAXX, we finally done it. We broke that barrier. We got out of our comfort zone, and we decided to be different and buy something we don't like. But we don't know if we don't like it yet. We might love it. Right, guys, if you like this content, please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to smash that notification button. It all helps, guys. Like I said, we can't do this without you. Moving forwards, we are trying vehicles we don't like. We're trying vehicles that we love. Vehicles that you want to see. We're trying absolutely everything. And we're neutral all the way through. Until we've tried it and tested it, we can't give you our opinion. So guys, let us know what you want to see. Comment below. And what sort of action do you want to see with this? Guys, we'll see you in the next one.